He's known as the most visible spokesperson and leader in the civil rights movement in the United States. Martin Luther King Jr. is best known for for advancing civil rights through nonviolence and civil disobedience. His principles that he went by were inspired by his Christian beliefs and the nonviolent activism by Mahatma Gandhi when he was in India. While he was on Earth, he wanted to do whatever he could to progress the fight for civil rights. He sacrificed a lot during his lifetime and was involved in many different things in order to advance his ideology that people were not accustomed to during this time. He led the Montgomery bus boycott. He led nonviolent protests and conducted violent marches in the name of civil rights. But one thing that he's mostly known for, that you all may know, is that I Have a Dream speech. And in this speech, he basically talks about how he dreams of a day where his children can live in a world where people from all backgrounds, all races can hold hands and live in harmony, where there won't be any sort of type of segregation, that everyone will not be in a constant animosity toward one another. So, there's a statement out there, many of you may have heard it, is that a dream is free, but the journey to get to that dream isn't. Obviously, when you have a dream, you must pay the price for this dream. And as we described, Martin Luther King Jr. is a perfect example of this. He could have just sat in his room and just thought that, I want an equal world. I want a world where there is no hatred towards one another. But yet he took the challenge and he went along and sacrificed himself for the greater good. He had a dream of equality in this country, and because of his efforts, because of his persistence and everything that he did, he brought this dream to life. And that's one of the reasons why America is this way today. So, you may have a dream in your life right now, but I want you to know that the reality of you holding that dream in the palm of your hand, of having that dream in your grasp, being able to enjoy the fruitfulness of it, only depends on your ability and willingness to pay the price. I have found in my life that if there's a dream that you want to achieve, there are prices that have to be paid on the journey, and there will be prices that will need to be paid in order to reach your ultimate aspiration in life. But what I also discovered is that when you have a dream, you must confirm whether your dream is actually your dream. You need to ask yourself, is your dream really your dream, or is your dream someone else's dream? Is your dream is your dream influenced by your parents? Is your dream influenced by your friends? Or influenced by your relatives, uncles, whatever it may be? Is your dream truly your dream? If it is your dream, you will stop at nothing to fulfill it. You will stop at nothing to grasp that dream. And if it's really your dream, you will not get sick of it when there's opposition. You will not be distraught when there are constantly tribulations you have to face. If this is truly your dream, and this is the dream that God wants you to fulfill in your life, it will succeed if you put in the work. But for all of us as God's people, we must have a dream, not only to better ourselves, not only to look after our own desires and our own luxuries, but to better the people around us, to help and enrich the community. A dream that includes ourselves and no one else is too small of a dream. We must always remember that. Martin Luther King Jr., he had a dream of having equality in this country. But he did not just stop there. He decided to go into boycotts, to protest through nonviolence, because he wanted his dream to impact society, and he wanted his dream to be enriching for the welfare of all citizens around the world, in America. So we as Christians, in everything that we do, we must have a Martin Luther King Jr. sized dream. We must not have a dream that is only situated for us, but we must have a dream that is for everyone and betters mankind. Now, many of you may be thinking, I'm too old for dreams. My life is over. You have until the point your soul leaves your body to make an impact. Age is just a number, as many people say. You are always obligated to make an impact. You are always obligated to fulfill your dreams. And God has given you a certain time on this earth to do what you can to not only praise Him and worship Him, but also enrich the community around you through His love, grace, and mercy. So whether you're 60 or whether you are 10, a dream is a dream. And when you look at that dream, if you ponder that dream, if you believe in that dream, you will be prosperous, and it will bring everyone in a better light through the vision that you have. So this week, as God's people, if you have a desire, if you have a willingness to help others, if you have a dream in life that you want to fulfill, work through that dream. You have the power of God Himself right behind you. And Martin Luther King Jr., he was a Baptist minister. He believed in God's love. He believed in the power of the gospel. And he believed that people should not be segregated, but everyone is equal because everyone is God's creation. There's no such thing as a different skin color to dictate whether or not you are higher or lower in social status. He disbelieved that completely, and because of the love, because of the grace that influenced him, and because he realized that Jesus died on the cross for not only white people, not only dark people, but for everyone, he took that passion and he changed the world through his persistence. So as we go out this week, let us remember to have power in our dreams, believe in our dreams, and do what we can to not only influence others, but influence the people around us. And that, may God bless His word.